Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. Well, Dina and I have kind of decided, because we're running into the holiday season, we'd like to do a few episodes of sides. First side that we're going to work on is we're going to do, because we're Southern, we're in Texas, we don't make stuffing so much down here, but we make dressing. So my daughter Jamie does her dressing in the crock pot. And I'm not too sure if this is her exact recipe, but I think it probably is pretty close to it. I'm going to spray and I put a liner in it, but I still want to spray it because I think it might be a little sticky. A couple days ago, I cooked off some cornbread, and no sugar, don't add any sugar to it, and I let it sit on top of the stove with a little aluminum foil over it and let it kind of stale. Stale bread does better in dressing. I'm going to add that to my crock pot. And I'm also going to add HEB's, well actually this is Oral Wheat herb seasoning. Oral Wheat herb seasoning. I got it at HEB. Because I want about 8 cups of my bread. Alright. So let's mix this up because that's kind of pretty full. It smells. The seasoned breadcrumbs have sage, poultry seasoning in it, and so that helps flavor up your dressing. 4 cups. The recipe says 3 cups of the chicken broth. I'm actually adding the 4 cups because I've added a little extra bread. I'm serving about 6 people for my meal, and so I'm going to add that to my bowl. Okay, I've added about 3 cups of water to this broth. Now I'm adding a can of cream of chicken soup, and the recipe calls for cream of celery. I didn't have I checked the Campbell's, and the Campbell's has MSG in it, and my mother can't have MSG, so I went ahead and I'm going to use a can of cream of mushroom. Okay, and to that I'm adding about a half a teaspoon of kosher salt, and I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And because I didn't use the cream of celery soup, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of poultry seasoning. Because it'll have that celery flavor in there. So now I'm going to mix this up very well. Now if I don't think that this bread is wet enough, I am going to add some more water to it, because we want it wet. Now, I have diced up probably 3 stalks of, and I used the hearts, and I wanted the leaves, so I did about 3 stalks of celery. Now, back in the day, you would probably have sauteed your onions and your celery. Not with this recipe, you just dump it in there. And I did a medium sweet Texas onion. Now I'm going to mix this together. It smells like dressing already, and it's not even cooked. I'm going to have a hard time not eating this before my dinner. Now, I have good 4 cups of liquid in here. Let's add this too. Now, this bread is going to absorb all of this liquid. So don't think it's floating around in there and it's going to be mushy, because it won't. But really make sure you get all of this bread covered really, really well. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to my crock pot. I'm going to put it on low for 4 hours or high for about 2.5. So I think I'm going to do 2.5 today. And then after it's finished cooking in the crock pot, I'm then going to put it in my sprayed 9x13 pan, put it in the refrigerator. And then tomorrow for my holiday meal, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put it in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. It'll give it a nice crust on top. My family likes the crust. Some people like it soft all the way through, but I know my husband and my daughter like that crust on top. Always remember to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube videos to be alerted for our next video. And on Thursdays, sometimes we do a little contest on Facebook, on our Simply Country Cuisine Facebook. And if you don't have a place to worship, please always remember to join us at any Glad Tidings church, one church, 5 location in Central Texas. God bless and have a wonderful holiday.